Dream of something I did.
Are you on your way to the mall?
Lonely.
Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
Thank you so much for staying with us. And I hope you guys have taken the opportunity during that break, after you watch the commercials, of course, to go and get pen and paper so you can write down this information. You'll get Ann's phone number to call her, because maybe you don't live in North Memphis, but I'm sure you know somebody who lives in North Memphis who would love to have one of these amazing jobs. And so what I want to do now is just to go back over some of the information, and we have tons more to share with you. So this is the Memphis Bioworks Foundation, and they have received a grant to help provide environmental job training for those residents who are in the, what are the zip codes again?
The zip codes are 38103, 38107, and 38108. And more specifically, some people may know the neighborhoods versus the zip codes. The Valentine Evergreen neighborhood, the Hollywood Chelsea neighborhood, Bickford community, New Chicago, Douglas. Those are some of the neighborhoods.
Good, because I know a pastor friend, he and his wife pastor Pursuit of God Church, and they're very into the community in North Memphis always. So I can't wait to call him and tell him, hey, did you know? I'm sure he knows, Pastor Floyd knows everything that goes on anywhere near North Memphis, and especially with these jobs coming on, because, you know, thank God we have had a drop in unemployment here in Memphis, so that's really good. But we're looking for 100 people to come and take advantage of this environmental training. And can you talk about some of the jobs that they'll be trained for? And it's free training. You don't have to pay for this. You know, you don't have to clock any semesters or anything for this. You may want to later if you want to climb up that ladder within your company, but this is free training.
It's free training, and recycling technologies is something that we hear a lot about. This job will train someone to work in that area as it relates to recycling. Environmental technician is a job that would be available through this training. A hazardous waste operations response person. You've seen on TV, we had in the community a scare a few weeks ago at a high school, and they had to call out special people who were trained to, you know, attend to that situation. And so we're training people with hazardous materials. They'll receive a certification, which is a credential that's recognized by the industry. As well as forklift operations. You know, Memphis is, you know, really heavily populated with distribution logistics centers, and so the forklift operations certification will equip them to work in those type of environments as well.
And so for those who receive the forklift certification, can they take it to like a FedEx or Baptist Hospital and that be counted?
Absolutely. They could take it, you know, anywhere that skill set is required. We are specifically trying to focus on companies in the bioscience area as it relates to that type of technology, but they're not limited to that.
Okay, so this is another question that I need to ask. What's the age requirement, and is it both for male and female? Because I've seen on TV where women put these hazmat suits on and they go underground and they do all this work.
Yes. It is, you know, gender neutral. Both males and females can participate. You have to be at least 18 years of age.
18 years of age. And so when they go through the training, and what does the job placement process look like?
Well, with the job placement process, we're going to, of course, help them to develop a resume. Most of them will already have a resume, but we'll need to update it with that additional training. We'll help them with interviewing skills, as well as, you know, dressing for success for an interview. So we'll help to prepare them from start to finish, and, you know, what they should do to really go into the workforce and claim the job that's already theirs.
That they're highly trained for.
Because we're equipping them to be qualified for it.
So my other question is a 2 to 3 week program, and then there's job placement available. So is there a time frame? Let's say I went through, but for some reason I can't accept a job right now, but maybe in 3 months, because, you know, maybe I went through and I found out that somebody in my household needed me at home, or some kind of family emergency.
Is there
there's not a time lapse is it where I can be qualified for a job?
Well, there's not a time lapse, but we're really encouraging persons to be immediately available for employment once they complete the training. Because we're in partnership with companies who've agreed to hire our graduates, and we're saying that, at the end of June, we'll have X number of people available for jobs. And so we really want them to be immediately available for employment. Now, remember, I said we're doing this 4 times. So if they aren't going to be available immediately, then our recommendation would be that they wait and take the training maybe when we offer it the 2nd or 3rd time. That fits well within their availability schedule.
Okay, let's say a great scenario would be you had 100 people go through. You had 100 people become highly qualified, certified through your process. All 100 people are working, but we still need 50 more. And your 2 years are not up yet.
Well, what we hope to have happen at the end of this grant, if we're successful in meeting our expected outcomes with placements, then we will apply for another grant next year and maybe even expand it to some other zip codes so that we can train more people.
Okay, so you were talking about you already doing these sessions at the Hollywood Community Center.
Yes.
So what's that all about? What can people expect when they show up for that?
Okay, the session includes a PowerPoint presentation that just gives them details about the program. It outlines everything. We give them information about our organization so that they can feel comfortable that it is, a legitimate program. So many times we get questions, we've not heard, we don't know anything about your company. Is this a legitimate program? So we ensure that they're comfortable, they have an opportunity to ask questions. We give them a FAQs, frequently asked questions pamphlet that they walk away with. If they determine that they're interested, that this type of training is a fit for them, then they are free to pick up an application, a training application.
That day?
That day. They complete it and schedule an interview with me so that we can go through the assessment process.
Right. Okay, so there is an assessment process.
And the assessment process includes, of course, verifying that they can benefit from the training, that they are residents of one of those 3 zip codes, that they are unemployed or underemployed, that they do have a high school, education or GED, etc.
Okay, this is kind of a question that you may say, Loretta, don't why? But I need to know this because I know in our communities we have people who need a second chance.
Yes.
I'll say it that way.
Sure.
So for those persons who need a second chance, would this program be something that they should seek more information about, or is it a no-no?
It should be. We are reaching out to that population. We're hoping that we can have at least 25% of our trainees be from the ex-offenders
Yes,
population.
I love that. Because I wasn't going to ask because I know it's kind of sensitive, but I wanted...
It's a very real problem in our community.
It's huge.
Yes. And we're working through this City of Memphis Second Chance program. They have to be a referral through the City of Memphis Second Chance program or through the Memphis Leadership Economic Opportunities program.
Okay, so this is inclusive. So for those who are watching this program and know someone, or it may be yourself that's in that situation, you can go to the Second Chance program. And what's the other program?
Memphis Economic Opportunities program.
Yes, and go through that process, get yourself in their system so that when time comes available, you too can apply for these jobs with an average starting salary of $14.12 an hour. And so will these companies, well, I know the training is in North Memphis, and a lot of the work, is that too in North Memphis?
A lot of the work is in North Memphis. There are a lot of neighborhoods, as you mentioned, that, North Memphis area was once an area that was thriving, and as a result of over the years, companies have closed down, relocated, gone out of business, for whatever reason. And so there's property there that needs to be cleaned up and redeveloped. And so the goal really is to put them to work in the communities.
Oh, another good question. Hey, where will the training take place?
Great question. The core training will take place right in the community at the Hollywood Community Center.
Okay, where you're holding those meetings
yes,
already. Okay,
absolutely.
Great.
So they're already familiar with coming to that location. So the first 2 weeks of training will take place there. The supplemental training will take place off-site with the vendors or the training providers who will be providing that training.
Wow, I'm so excited. I mean, I'm not underemployed or unemployed, thank God. But if I were, I might try to, get more information. And with these, and the beauty is not gender specific. That if you're a mom or just female, you want to go and try your hand at an untraditional female job, then this would be a great opportunity for you. And if you're male and you need, you're got a family to take care of, you don't have enough money, or for women too, this would be a great place to start.
Absolutely.
Because I hear a lot of people sometimes, or in conversations saying, I need that certification for forklift, so I'm really excited about that one. I think that would be one that a lot of people will. Can you get more than one certification?
There are 3 certifications. You'll be certified on 3 lifts.
Okay, I mean, if you go for forklift, you have to totally stay within that realm, or can you also get some training in something else?
You can, because of how the program is designed, if you opt for the transportation track, then you'll get a certification in HASWAPER as part of the core curriculum. You'll get a certification in hazardous materials transportation, and then you'll get a certification in forklift operations.
That is awesome. I'm loving this program. I'm totally in love with this program because it's not pigeonholing anybody, because you do have to have so many skill sets now on a job. You do have to have so many areas where you are, at least knowledgeable and proficient in. So this program will help you get that certification, and for free and in your neighborhood. And these are some of the jobs that will always be available, and employees will be needed in these areas. So.
Absolutely. This is an emerging industry. The new collar of jobs is green. We're familiar with blue collar, white collar. The new collar is green collar, and that's what these environmental jobs will equip them to do.
Green collar.
Green collar.
I love that. I'm so happy that you came on to share this information.
Thank you.
Because we do a lot of different shows, and they're all very unique and very special and needed in our community. But at this time, no better time do we need people to come on and tell us where their jobs are.
Thank you so
much. Where the
much.
jobs are. So we're very, very happy and very thankful to Memphis BioWorks Foundation for seeing the need, applying for the grant, getting the grant. So thank you, federal people who gave us the grant in Tennessee and Memphis. So we're very happy about that. And thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you.
As the project manager of this amazing effort to get our residents some employment, and good employment too.
Yes, absolutely.
So you'll have to come back and keep us filled in.
I'd love to.
As things progress. So thank you for being here. And as always, thank you all so much for watching On Cable tonight. I'm your host, Loretta McNary. In closing, always think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.